I can't hear yous.
The We Are Australia Sports Festival is about celebrating cultural diversity.
We're a school which has over 45 different cultures, so we have many different values, and you know, the home values that come into our school, and our big focus has always been on the idea that although we come from different cultures, we have different values, we have different beliefs, that we could actually work together, we can play together and get along.
We're learning about teamwork, fair play and respect.
The We Are Australia Festival, it is bringing a group of people together into one country as We Are Australia, which is what we talk a lot about with our students in terms of, although we do come from different areas, we have different beliefs, that we come to school together and we actually all get along.
It's more than a sport clinic, and we know that primary schools are very good at delivering skill development in their phys ed programs, and with support from sporting organisations like Football Federation Victoria, they get a chance to run clinics, and that's fabulous too. Well, what this program does is add some value on top of that, and that is about really understanding the value of sport in Australia and how a sport can add value to a community which is diverse and rich in a range of cultures.
Today, a lot of today's been about, and I think the things that we're most excited about is the fact that it's been a lot to do with student leadership and building up our students' idea about responsibility and organisation, and even organising a major event.
I suppose it's been a learning journey for all of us, myself included. We really wanted to develop 21st century skills in our students, and by that I mean we want them to be resilient, we want them to be problem solvers, we want them to be thinkers, we want them to have emotional intelligence, and we want them to have social skills to deal with a variety of people in a variety of situations with confidence. So all of those things were things that we were aiming to develop, and this festival was a really good fit to give them a vehicle for developing those skills.
They had a special planning meeting every week where they'd sit down as a group, and at the start a lot of it was to do with working out the committees that they would have, what the day would actually look like. So they sort themselves out into committees. We had a group of our leaders, 12 leaders, who sat down, and then they looked for other students who could be a part of it as well to join a committee. So once they set up their committees, they spent time looking at the details in terms of what the clinics would look like, how the media crew will work as well, what the press conference would actually look like as well. A lot of the students we got the students to actually call up the organisations as well and make for that communication side of things. So we wanted it to be a very authentic experience for them, so that it was something that they took control of. And even with the food festival as well, they spent a lot of time talking at assemblies, providing information through the newsletter as well. We had some students who were communicating through the Twitter, promoting the event as well and what was happening on the day. So very excited. We've even got some students who ran an arts competition. And so their initiative was to also have a prize, which would be that the student who wins gets a signed shirt of all the soccer players.
Well, the values have underpinned everything that we've done. Our Foods of the World lunch gives every culture an opportunity to come and show something of their culture for us to understand each other. And the parents have supplied information on the background of the foods that they've brought along. They've supplied recipes. They've been very involved, and it gives parents a way that they can actually contribute without having to know our language. And so then that also gives their children confidence that they can come and share their culture and be proud of their culture with confidence and talk about things that are important to them and the celebrations that go with that.
We've been doing a lot of work on just values at school as well, so I think just for them to see that, you know, all the different things that people eat at home, and, you know, everyone's different, but at the end of the day, you know, we need to get along. So no matter what background we come from, we all need to learn to accept others. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. The kids I think they're understanding that now, that they can see that there are a lot of cultures, especially at this school, and they appreciate different cultures.
The press conference is all about where we get the professional footballers of Australia to ask them questions. We get the 5 sixes to ask them some questions about teamwork, respect and fair play, and just ask them how the day's gone, if they had fun, or what they do when they're at training, how much times they train a day.
We were part of a PowerPoint group and we made an enrolment form, and so people could enter, and then we put them into the shortlist, which is actually over here, and we put them in there, and then we've judged it and we've come up with a winner.
And what were the PowerPoints about, guys?
About how can the values of sport, respect and team make Australia a better place.
Fantastic. And what are the qualities of the PowerPoints like?
They show this and how we can make Australia a better place. And they also show lots of effects and design, and they show the information in it, which is what we're looking for, and we've judged them by the design and by the text of the writing, what it's produced.
Well, they're going around taking all the photographs and they're very excited, and they feel very important today. They've never been selected as doing this kind of thing, so they feel rather privileged. So yeah, they're really having a great time. Well, my boys have never really been sort of into sport, and since this we're out there on the weekends playing soccer and all sorts of things, cricket, and it's getting me back out there too, and it's fantastic. I'm really enjoying it.
One of the things that students was most excited about was the idea about having so many people from our community and from Victoria in a sense come together and support this event. So having the PFA, the Professional Footballers Association, and the Football Federation of Victoria take part and support the event as well has been a great thing. It shows the students that there are many organisations outside our school, outside our community, who are willing to step in and sort of make us richer in a sense, and to support us in what we're hoping to achieve as well.
Standing in front of the camera and having to talk about it, and that's the hard bit, actually being out there and getting your hands dirty and running around with the kids, and you want to get involved and you want to do it, and the time flies, it's as I said, it's a fantastic programme that's run. Hopefully it continues for years to come, because the kids get so much out of it, and like you mentioned, so do we.
The Year 6 leaders have been absolutely brilliant, making sure that the younger kids are actively involved and are having a fantastic football experience. So SportWest has been great in trying to make sure that those student leaders take ownership of the day and take ownership of the experience, and I think it's been a very valuable event and valuable opportunity for these kids to get involved in football.
Through sport, we can understand more about ourselves and how those values, when we see them in a sporting context, can transfer to everyday life. So it's a little bit of looking at at the way that we can strengthen our communities and how we can share and grow as a population through celebrating the values of sport.